Hey guys, welcome to another video of mine. It's Kamada Belay, and this is another huge Chelsea transfer video for you guys. Hakim Ziyech to Chelsea, almost done and dusted. Jadon Sancho, what it means for Jadon Sancho, and of course, going to be speaking about Jeremie Boga and his potential buyback clause. Could we see some different scenarios, different potential? Going to be getting into all the news reports and publications, the breaking news that surrounded football Twitter today. Going to be giving my thoughts, opinions on this situation as well. But yeah, before I do get into it, make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to my channel if you're not here. Make sure you hit the notification for every time I do upload, and comment down with your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, starting off with, of course, Hakim Ziyech. Now, if you haven't heard the news, then you must have been very inactive today, because it was broken by the Telegraph, which is of course, the biggest Dutch news outlet in, of course, Holland, so Netherlands, and the best, most reliable journalists reported today, especially Dutch ones, reported that Chelsea have agreed a fee with Ajax for the transfer of Hakim Ziyech, and the personal terms is imminent as well. Now, of course, yesterday, Matt Law was the first person to report it. He reported that Chelsea were heavily interested in Hakim Ziyech, that they were going to come back with another bid in the summer. Of course, we had a bid rejected in the January transfer window. Lampard likes Ziyech a lot. He played fantastically well against Chelsea. Now, I'll give my thoughts and opinions on Ziyech later on. But getting into, continuing on the reports, Lampard wanted Ziyech in January. Now, he is on his shortlist. He's one of his targeted players for the transfer spree, etc. But Ajax were reluctant to sell. They didn't want to sell in January, which is understandable. He's their best player, etc. And they wanted a summer sale. Now, for me, 45 million euros is the agreed fee, which equates to about 38 million pounds. For me, it's a fantastic deal. Sky Sports then latched onto the news as well, and they report that Chelsea are in advanced, deep talks, and a deal has been wrapped up. And in the summer, he will 100% become a Chelsea player. Most reliable Dutch journalists as well said that it's completed, it's done. He will be a Chelsea player in the summer window as well. So looking like Ziyech will be a Chelsea player. Now, if you asked me a few months ago, would this happen? I would say the possibilities were quite unlikely. Of course, with us pursuing Sancho, that I will be getting into Sancho in a minute. But carrying on with Hakim Ziyech, like I said, looks like he will be a Chelsea player. Now, number one, of course, you have to take many factors into consideration. Look at the price. £38 million in today's market for a top quality player like Hakim Ziyech, his calibre, his level, his end product, his output, what he provides on the pitch as well. For me, is phenomenal business. We're always crying out for signing top players for good business, good cheap prices. It's a type of deal that you would see Liverpool make, in a sense of buying top players for relatively cheap prices and do a lot of deals in secrecy. Now, let's be honest now, no reports and no one really knew about the Ziyech stuff. This is all kept on the carpet and only really broke last night. So this is something that Chelsea have kept on the secrecy, and I'm kind of proud. It's showing that the club is a lot ambitious, and for that kind of fee, you can't argue against it. For me, he's a top quality player, left-footed, which is the most crucial and pivotal thing here. He's left-footed. His end product, his actual output that he provides on the pitch. In 183 games, he's provided 50 goals and 83 assists. Won Ajax Player of the Year twice. Has been phenomenal in Champions League. Guided Ajax to the Champions League semi-final last year. Was seconds away from a Champions League final. Was fantastic against Chelsea. Scored that one goal with his left foot at the bridge. Got 2 assists against us as well. The guy was a magician. He was magic. He produces magic all over the field. He drifts in and out. He's not your out-and-out winger, so he's not going to be one that's going to be constantly out wide, drifting out wide. However, he drifts in those pockets of space in between lines, assisting, scoring, a wonder of a left foot, someone who can shoot from 25-30 yards. Good link-up play, good energy as well. The only criticism I do have with Ziyech is his weight. He's quite weak. How will he fare in the Premier League? We know the Premier League is a very physical league. How will he fare? That is another question that is remain to be seen. But I think that, a lot of weak, technical players such as Bernardo Silva and Eriksen, etc., have been phenomenal in the Premier League, and they're quite relatively lightweight. So I think that it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Also, his lack of work rate is a bit worrying. Hence why a lot of people on social media have been putting Hakim Ziyech in a number 8 position. For me, he's not a number 8. He would never be a number 8 in the Lampard system, because he's not hard working enough. He doesn't give that defensive work rate, the defensive output. For me, he would either go on the right hand side and cut in on his left foot, drift in those pockets of spaces, play close to, Tammy Abraham, etc. Or we'd go for a 4-2-3-1 formation with Hakim Ziyech in the number 10 role where he's more further forward. He doesn't have to do as much defensive work rate and he can focus on scoring, assisting, linking up the play, operating those half spaces, etc. For me, he's a clever signing, a top quality signing. Now, of course, we're all happy with signing Hakim Ziyech, but the main question is, will it impact a potential Jadon Sancho deal? That's the bit I'm going to be getting into now. Now, there are many reports, conflicting reports regarding this. Now, today, Sky Sports in Germany reported that Jadon Sancho will 1000% be leaving Borussia Dortmund in the summer. Apparently, he's handed in a transfer request and that he will be leaving in the summer window. So that is a given. Now, a lot of us have already known this, and the Chelsea were favourites for a while. He's got his best mates play for us. He's Lampard. Lampard was his idol. He was a Chelsea fan growing up. The elite project that we're selling to be one of the best. London is an attraction as well where he grew up. So we have a lot of advantages in our favour. Now, Champions League is a massive playing factor in my opinion. Now, could a potential signing of Hakim Ziyech impact us signing Jadon Sancho? Now, that is a very valid point, and it may well be the case. Now, in my opinion, I don't think Ziyech will impact Sancho deal, in my opinion, and I'll give you my reasons why. Number one, Ziyech and Sancho are not the same players. They don't play in the same position. Sancho is predominantly a left winger. He cuts on his right foot. He's dangerous, he's lethal, he's dynamic. He plays on the right sometimes for Dortmund, but his best position is on the left. He's not a number 10. He's not a creator. Ziyech is more of a number 10. He's not your out-and-out winger, which is what Jadon Sancho is. They're completely two stylistically different types of players. And of course, with Pedro definitely leaving and Willian most likely leaving as well, we're losing 2 attacking players, plus Giroud is on his way out as well. 3 attacking players. It wouldn't make sense to just sign one player. Now, we've known for time that Jadon Sancho has been a summer priority. He's been our first choice signing. And of course, with our new sponsor, with the amount of money that we've gained and, in revenue, etc., we have to sign a marquee signing, a big money signing, so that we can have them on our shirts and sponsor. We have to keep our investors happy, our shareholders happy. So a big marquee signing has to be made in the summer. Hence why I don't think it's off-putting for the Jadon Sancho deal. Secondly, Sky Cav, of course, journalists for Sky Sports reported that do not rule out a potential Sancho deal to Chelsea, even if Ziyech happens, because, of course, the different types of players, and Chelsea have upwards of £200 million to be spending. Now, I was told our budget is around the £300 million mark, plus you can add in the sales, potential sales of Alonso, the Morata money, the Hazard money, the Champions League money that we didn't spend last year, plus the potential Champions League money of this year, and of course, further sales and new sponsors. We will have around £250 million to £300 million to play with. Plus, Ziyech is only going to cost around £38 to £40 million for a player of his calibre. So cheap, fantastic in this market as well. So in my opinion, I do think that Sancho will still happen, and it has no correlation regarding Ziyech. I think Ziyech was always another top target, and they were really going to have a squad overall and bolster the squad in the summer window. Now, another point to this is moving on to my next point is Jeremie Boga, who is tied in with the Sancho stuff. Is that Jeremie Boga has been confirmed to have a £12.5 million buyback clause. Now, Jeremie Boga's had a breakout season so far for Sassuolo. He's been fantastic. And of course, we know that he came from our academy. Now, we have first dibs on him. We have that £12.5 million buyback clause. However, would we sign Ziyech and Boga? It wouldn't make sense. It's very underwhelming, especially with the fact that we've got a new sponsor. We need to be making a marquee signing. It wouldn't make too much sense. And of course, Roman wants a big signing. The board want a marquee signing, is what I was told. So I get the sense that if Boga was signed, he'd be signed alongside Jadon Sancho. But now that Ziyech has been wrapped up, signing Boga would make 0 sense in my opinion. Hence why I believe the Boga would be signed as a buyback clause, but then included in a potential Jadon Sancho deal where we'd offer £100 million plus Jeremie Boga, which would heavily reduce Dortmund's asking price of Jadon Sancho to get a young quality winger who's had a breakout season in Jeremie Boga. And of course, if we sign him, get Jeremie Boga in a buyback clause for £12.5 million and sell him on for about £31 million, that's already £20 million of clubs made in profit. It's smart financial business. We can get more revenue, get more money. It'd save us funds, and that way we could afford both Jadon Sancho and Hakim Ziyech, in my opinion. Plus, like I said, our budget is, extraordinary this summer. I don't think that we have a lot of financial issues. So I think people saying we can't sign both Ziyech and Sancho, let's be serious, they're not the same players. And plus, we do have a lot of money to play around this summer, hence why I keep stressing that it wouldn't make sense. But like I said, Ziyech is fantastic. 50 goals, 83 assists, has been phenomenal. 2 times Ajax Player of the Year, was phenomenal in the Champions League last season. Ajax is by far their best player. A lot of clubs have been circling for his signature as well. So for me, this would be a massive coup. And of course, do I need to say more on Jadon Sancho? All I'm going to say is we're going to be in for a tasty summer window. It's going to be a massive summer window. So make sure you guys stay tuned on this channel. I'm going to be reporting all the news on here, latest news. Going to be keeping you guys up to date. And of course, this summer is going to be wild. So stay tuned. But going to wrap up the video, guys. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to my channel if you're not on here. Hit the bell notification for every time I do uploads. And I'll see you guys for my next video. Peace.